Since the dawn of time, we humans have been wrapping up penises in hopes of preventing pregnancy and infections. This is a history of condoms. About 12 to 15,000 years ago, some dude loved his condoms so much he painted a condom-wearing selfie on a cave wall in France. What were ancient condoms made of? Well, a condom found in the foundations of Dudley Castle in England dates back to 1640. It was made out of goat intestine. If getting your goat on isn't your thing, the 18th century womanizer Casanova wore condoms made out of linen and tied on with ribbon. He called them his little English frock coat. How perfectly marvelous. 1839 was a good year for condoms. That's because Charles Goodyear, the tire company and blimp guy, discovered how to vulcanize rubber, a process that turns stiff, natural rubber into a delightfully elastic rubber latex. Right on, safe sex science. How did people get condoms? During the American Civil War, soldiers were getting tons of gonorrhea and syphilis, so condoms were available by mail order. You've got mail. Unfortunately, the 1873 Comstock laws prevented the distribution of any birth control method, and the Postal Service started confiscating whatever obscene materials they could find. Condom haters. But in the early 20th century, Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, was hitting the streets of Brooklyn promoting condoms and diaphragms for low-income families, folks who at the time really didn't have any other birth control options. War is hell, and during World War I, 18,000 soldiers a day were sick with sexually transmitted infections. Soldiers were not given condoms because that would be immoral or something, and instead encouraged to use ineffective washing methods to prevent disease. But after World War II, condoms really came into their own. Troops returning home brought with them a newfound appreciation for these latex love gloves, and in the 1950s, half of American couples were using condoms. Free love flourished in the 1960s. The birth control pill, the IUD, antibiotics meant that it was suddenly possible to have sex without worrying about pregnancy or disease. Unfortunately, the beloved condom fell briefly out of favor. Then, in the 1980s, the AIDS epidemic struck America. After researchers discovered that HIV can be sexually transmitted, condoms once again became a staple of safe sex practices everywhere. Today, condoms come in tons of shapes, sizes, colors, and varying levels of lube, thickness, and even texture. So the next time you reach for that latex friend of yours, know that you're just one of many people throughout history who has relied upon the condom to keep you safe and healthy.